back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
We play to win. Let's go!
We go tonight! 20!
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check hot route. Hot.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Like 20!
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 15.
17! 17! 17!
56. Mike's 56.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. You just see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there. And then they found him for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Gurley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
From the 45 on second down, Goff. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Easy.
So after the INT, it's Brees. It was Shard Matthews here on the catch. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
You ain't doing nothing today. Over. Here we go.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Goff. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They are going for it. Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now 1st quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Breeze.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Goff going to hand it to Gurley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries. But
and the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, but now it'll be 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a name that will ring in the ears of Saints fans forever, in on the tackle.
Easy.
From the 24, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. 54. Here we go, here we go. 11. Right there. 54 miles.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check, block 54, block 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Hey, easy.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
Here's Breeze. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here we go.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Obama. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play and that little bit of hesitation.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Breeze. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze going to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Smooth. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. Here we go. Hey, easy. Well, 58's the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go, tonight. 180. Right there, 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back. Hey, shell. Check.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
He's crashing.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Now the man who broke Saints fans' hearts, Greg Zuerlein, on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Ready, set.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right?
Bravo.
Coming.
Let's go.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Flush to his right. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Henderson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Goff. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
An update now from Northern California, up in Oakland. The Raiders have moved out in front of the Chiefs. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
On the ready.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Hey, kill.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. Come on.
Here's Henderson. Able to slither by. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. This from 44 yards away. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Into the red zone, it's Breeze.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down, it's Henderson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Breeze now to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st down, New Orleans.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no. Kill. 54, right there.
Now Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Right there. 54, right there.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.